Today's validation is very important because the crucial issue is data is the new currency.
This validation is important for us because now it ensures that we work towards making sure data is secure, but also data is also supporting national development because we disseminate a lot of government information, and this information must be secure as well.
The importance of this for us is that we hope the governance structure and its effect would help and facilitate enhanced research and development as well as innovation in the delivery of all services in this country.
The national data policy to be validated today for the Gambia is part of the domestication of the African Union data policy framework, which is a recommendation from the digital transformation strategy to create on the continent and harmonize a framework to develop digital economies for the member states.
It's very important for countries, whilst they're developing data governance policies, to always think about how these can work in a harmonized way across the continent and indeed across the world. When we're talking about data wants to flow. It gains larger value when it can flow across borders, between sectors.
We know that African countries, they are at different levels of digital readiness and data readiness, so this technical assistance is timely, and our DANIPAD is engaging with countries, and we aim to support as many countries as we can through this program to build and develop a data ecosystem that can support our digital agenda.
The civil society have a very key role to play in disseminating and educating citizens about the policy, how the policy works, how their voices matters a lot. We work with the grassroots community, and I think our voice really matters a lot. And then the fact that they recognize our role we really play in the community, that's really should be appreciated.
The better approach in terms of data utilization, data innovation, data management, and data development is for all of us to come together. And if we come together, we have a full data chain that is readily available to inform decision making, to inform innovation, and to inform development.
If you want to develop a digital economy, you really need to have a very clear and comprehensive data governance framework, because that's the key to the success of developing that digital economy.
So the idea of the data policy is to make sure that government, civil society, and even the private have access to the right amount of data and also be able to access those data, process them, and use them to their advantage to be able to grow as a company. Because when you look at it, we are talking about emerging technologies, we are talking about IoT, we are talking about AI. And when you look at all those things, emerging technologies and IoT, data is what they need to be able to process information. Data is what they need to be able to live.
The Gambian National Data Policy to be validated towards the next 2 days is the very first from the project initiative. So it's a big milestone for us as institution, but also for our partners and for the whole project.
So having this validation today means we have accomplished one of the targets we set for ourselves.
So I would like to say thank you very much for coming up with such a strategy, but also for making it multi-stakeholder process, because the civil society is present, the academia is present, the private sector is present, working with the government to make sure that we have a data policy that is not only inclusive, but also includes everybody, regardless of who you are or where you are.